So I totally flipped on immigration.
Oh, okay.
I guess this is a
100%.
good set.
While
Good
we're on
enough
time.
set.
100%.
So, for years, I thought if you're not here legally, you shouldn't be here at all. I flipped. I think the people who are working, the people who are paying taxes, those people should be able to stay.
Okay.
And the other people who are doing bad things, we need to find those people and get them out.
Okay.
So,
Welcome
Seems
to the
well
arena.
reasoned.
yeah, totally flipped. You know why my thoughts switched on immigration?
Wow.
I was talking to my girlfriend in bed one night, and she knows I'm a little right. She knows that. And she was like, just talking. She's like, can we talk? I was like, yeah, sure. She's like, this is fucked up. I'm like, what's up? Talk to me. She goes, they explained to me, you know how her family got here, all that stuff. And I was like, you know what? You might be right.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
You might be right. Because there are people here who work very hard to pay
Yes.
taxes, and they should be able to live in America.
That was a Barstool Sports podcast host flip-flopping on immigration. As one user wrote below the video, because the innate value of a human, after all, is answered in the question, how is this person good for the U.S. economy? That first video is akin to,
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? We have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep?
So we're stupid.
Yeah.
We're the idiots, guys. That is, I think, what is enraging people right now is it's insulting our intelligence. Like, obviously, the intelligence community is trying to cover it up. Obviously, the Trump administration is trying to cover up. Something changed because they ran on this idea of exposing it all. All these guys had great ideas. Cockeyed Cash, Dan
Son, he
Bongino.
had clips, dog. He had bars.
He was ready to tear it all down. He was ready to tear down the entire FBI office.
Shut down the Hoover building day one.
Day one.
Them still standing.
And then he goes on Joe Rogan and he's like, listen, do you think if I had it, I wouldn't share it with you?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
I do believe that,
I do.
100%. Especially when you're staring at me like this, telling me that. Once you protect, you are the most cockeyed person in the entire world.
So one of two things, in my mind, is it possible. One, you're covering it up. Or two, nothing really happened and you exploited the rape of thousands of children to get your man elected. So which one do you want here?
I believe when Trump, everything he campaigned on, I believe he wanted to do. And now he's doing the exact opposite thing of every single
know what he's done. Yeah, exactly to your point. If you tell me, it's easier for me to believe you wanted to do all these things if any of them were happening in the way that you said they would.
To that point, like there'll be people that like they'll DM me and be like, you see what your boy's doing? You voted for this. I'm like, I voted for none of this. He's doing the exact opposite of everything I voted for.
Yeah.
I want him to stop the wars. He's funding them. I want him to shrink spending, reduce the budget. He's increasing it. It's like everything that he said he's going to do, except sending immigrants back. And now he's even flip-flopped on that.
Okay, Andrew, you voted for a convicted felon that tried to overturn the federal government. Let's just start there. So any form of logic that you had after what we all saw with our own eyes on January 6th, anything that you saw after that is just you bending and not wanting to vote for another side, not wanting to hear the truth, caving to this toxic masculinity in this, we're going to deport everybody and we're going to be tough and we're going to make America great. It's all the only thing Trump ran on were lies. And he lied to everybody and dumb people fell for it. And the main reason that he lied is to prevent himself from going to prison and to shut down investigations into him that probably would have led to incarceration and bankruptcy. And if you can't see that when it's happening in real time and you lean into your caveman impulses, this is what you're going to get. But I don't know how you teach somebody like you who clearly you're not a dumb, but you fell for all this propaganda, and Trump waltzes onto your podcast and puts on a charm offensive. And then you think, yep, this is my guy. I'm going to vote for him. Yet all of the other red flags that everybody on the planet saw, we didn't ignore. And now here you are.
I voted for none of this.
Yes, you did, you ridiculous little man.
let's go back to that first piece of video where the Barstool Sports podcast host suddenly has this great revelation after speaking with his significant other who called him out for his politics that he says goes right, and explains how their family are immigrants and how they came to the country. And suddenly he has the change of heart. And this is what truly gets me about a lot of people. I think that this goes for majority conservatives, but a ton of libs as well, is that unless they have a shared experience or they can relate or are in close proximity to whatever harmful policies take precedent, they don't care. Why does it have to take you, your significant other, someone in your family, a friend, a coworker, an associate, someone that you know being affected before y'all give a damn? Why does it have to come to this? Why can't you see a policy that will directly affect countless lives? Countless. And you say, if I were in that situation, I wouldn't like this, so why would I vote for it? Like, it's really, it's an A to B here. Bad policy, gonna send people to a country that they've never been to or that they hardly know because they've been in this country for 30, 40, 50, 60 years or even 10 years. And we're going to do that because in leaked documents, a Trump cabinet member has shown an affinity for white nationalism and wants to whiten the country. I'm flabbergasted, man. I really am. I am taken aback at how you cannot show compassion and empathy towards another person. I'm also really taken aback that someone you're with is still with you when their family is affected or could be affected. Like, what are those conversations like that you guys have? I actually think it's worthy of someone or anyone answering in the comments. Would you stick around with someone like this who voted against your family? I think this also goes back to the leftist foundation of no one is illegal on stolen land. It's not ours. So this guy saying all of these things is that it shows a lack of knowledge. It shows a lack of institutional morality that he just can't fathom it. Personally, I don't know, man. I think I would break after I saw the first few videos of people who are citizens or green card holders that are getting deported and going somewhere they've never been, or a kid who's 2 years old who has cancer being deported because he's brown. I think that would be the straw that broke the camel's back. But for this guy, it was someone he loves explaining their family's lineage. And that's when he said, oh, you have a point. Why does it take this, man? Every time I see so many videos like this. Why is it this? Why does it take this? Like, it's enraging me because it just does not make sense. Like what's happening in the Middle East. I think, I have a family, I have a daughter. If someone were seeing me try to trick an algorithm on social media to raise awareness, hopefully send funds because bags of flour are going for hundreds of dollars, and try to survive, I would hope that that person would have empathy and they would be using their platform to say, stop the G-side. I don't think that's asking much. But for this dude, it has to affect him directly. And unfortunately, there are many others like him, and it saddens me. It saddens me, the lack of empathy that one human can have for another.